Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Yes, look, I am wearing the same jacket. These videos have been filmed in the same day. I don't wear this all the time. I just wanted to say that. But thank you, as always, for watching the Just Joe Football Show. This time, ahead of Liverpool, it's Leeds versus Liverpool combined 11. Let me know what you guys think in the comments on this team. No centre-backs for Liverpool. That'd be a strange one, right? You'll have to wait and see and watch the video. But thank you, as always, for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Smash a like. Share it all round. And, yeah, enjoy the video. Peace. Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. As is always the case, every week I'll get together with an opposing fan and we'll put together a combined 11 of Leeds versus this week being Liverpool. Everyone needs to remember, I always get stick. How have you got him in there? How's that person not in? This is based on current form, this season, etc. So if you're expecting Virgil van Dijk, it ain't happening. If Chris is wanting him shoehorned there, it's not happening, guys. Of course, if it was just based on players and no form and just how good they are, we'd probably struggle to get any Leeds players in, if we're being honest. So that's why we have a little bit of fun with it based on current form. I've got Chris with me from the LFC Daytrippers. How are you doing, Chris? All right?
Great, thanks, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. Looking forward to Monday. Do or die time for Liverpool now.
Yeah. It's 7 cup finals now, so which makes it more fun because it's been a bit turgid this year. So at least got something to play for, at least.
Yeah, exactly. I'm clinging on to that hope of finishing 7th so we can get in the Europa Conference League. So fingers crossed we can get a positive result. But we've decided off air we're going to go for a 4-2-3-1. We'll start with the goalkeeper. Listen, I really rate Meslier. I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper. However, you've quite possibly, I know he's not in great form at the moment, but you've quite possibly got one of the best, if not the best goalkeepers in world football, right?
Yeah, he's not in the best of form, Alisson, but despite a couple of ricks by his standard, there's still been, in the recent 4 wins we've had in the league, there's been a crucial moment where he's made a key save, which has helped. Unfortunately, the likes of the Madrid 3rd goal, they're sort of happening, but I do wonder if that's partly a situation of what's happening with his dad, sadly, and also what he's got in front of him. I don't think I think he's trying to, in my head, I think he's trying to impose himself too much because he hasn't got Van Dijk there. So he's trying to
overcompensate.
Yeah, I think he's trying to be the dominant, be the Van Dijk. And sometimes he's getting involved in stuff that you're thinking, well, if he had a Van Dijk or a Gomez there, he probably wouldn't get involved with that. So I think he's trying to take a bit of leadership and just sometimes he's overstepped the mark. But, as good. Your guys are a good young keeper. I know Gar from our show. We have a bit of fun with you. Yeah. We do. But I still think Alisson is brilliant. And apart from the City Rick, he is generally pretty good with his feet, and he's a very good sweeper keeper. Which the way we play, we kind of need that. We tried to do it before with Mignolet, and let's be fair, that's just not going to work.
No, didn't. No, look, as good as Meslier is, and I believe he will be France's #1 in seasons to come. I am happy to concede the goalkeeper position to Alisson Becker. That goes without saying. Let's move it on then. And I'm up for debating this one at right back. Now, I know you're going to massively push Trent.
Of course.
But for me, Luke Ayling's had an exceptional season. He should be in with the England shout for me. I think he's been absolutely great. And he can defend as well as go forward, whereas Trent can be found a little bit wanting defensively. I guess Trent is your pick for right back anyway.
He is. I mean, ironically, I would actually say in the last 4 games, especially the last 4 games, the big criticism of Trent, especially probably the Villa game, was, apart from the goal, he was shocking with the ball. He couldn't pass the ball 5 yards. He couldn't pass the ball 20 yards. But defensively, in the last couple of games, he's seen off Aubameyang. He kept Neto the quietest I think Neto's ever been kept. And that's not an easy feat to do. And he did. And the one thing I would say from the Madrid game was he learned from his mistakes because Vinicius didn't really get a kick. Now, partly they played defensively, but he never got caught out one-on-one. He learned from it. So I do think, he has developed that. I also think the thing that helps Trent when he's at his best is he has a Henderson in front of him who allows him to play to his best assets, like any player does. And unfortunately for Trent, it's on his side. He's had 19 different bloody centre-back partners, and most of them are on his side. So you're naturally if you're going to attack Liverpool down the right, you're going to attack Phillips. because his lack of pace.
Mm.
Not that Phillips has done much wrong, but the one thing he isn't is quick. So I mean, look, I like Ayling. I thought he did all right for you when you filled in at centre back for quite a bit.
Yeah, he did.
When you had your problems, I actually thought he was going to stay at centre back for you guys instead of Cooper. That was generally what I thought. But I couldn't remember who your backup right back was, which is possibly why you moved him back.
So based, I'll tell you what I'll do, right? Because I'm fair, right?
Yeah? All right, okay.
I'll let you have Trent, right? Okay, because he is an exceptional right back. All right, he's great, and he scored a great goal the other day as well against Villa. To be fair,
centre back, you can have a debate though.
Centre back, I'm having them both. I'm having them both. I honestly, Chris, who's competing with Llorente and Cooper?
Llorente was in for me. That wasn't a debate. So Cooper for me. From what I've seen of him, he's a solid player, but to me, I don't know if I think this is a bit above his level. And not being disrespectful to the guy, I just feel that's a bit above his level. I actually think, surprisingly, and people give Pelzer, I think Phillips has actually done nothing wrong. The biggest problem for Phillips is we try and play a high line, and he hasn't got the pace for it. But we saw something in the Madrid game, which I haven't seen him do, which was his passing was a lot better. As in, like, it wasn't, if you watch him against Newcastle, it was like P-rollers, 5 yards behind a player. It was stop-start. It was horrendous. He's learned to be. I think that's why he didn't play very much in the first 6 months of the season. I think Klopp's nailed him down and said, look, this is how you have to drill it. Kabak, for me, I actually think he's played quite well. The thing with Kabak is he's 20, probably like your goalie. He's 20, so there is going to be a mistake in him. There is going to be a little bit of shakiness. But I actually think for a 20-year-old, he's come in and played on his wrong side and played on his wrong side very well. So I personally think Kabak and Phillips are better players and better form than Cooper. Llorente, I've got no issues with. I think he's looked really good for you. He looks better than the other lad you had. Was it Koch?
We've got Koch. I mean,
he had a nightmare at Anfield. But the games I've seen him, he always feels like a defender who's got a mistake in him. Whereas Llorente looks, since he's gotten back fit, looks solid and looks a really good centre back.
Yeah. Well, I'm not having the centre back. The issues at centre back have been for Liverpool all season. No Virgil van Dijk, no Gomez. I think even still for me, Kabak and Phillips, I don't think they're going to be involved in any Liverpool side moving forward. Personally,
Kabak will.
You do?
I think he'll be bought as fourth choice though. He'll be the Lovren replacement we should have got. Interestingly, apart from the Madrid away game, that's the only time we've conceded a goal with them two starting, which surprised me. And that's when we played against the likes of Aubameyang and Lacazette, who, to be fair, on paper, Aubameyang and Lacazette should rip those two apart pace-wise. Now, partly the protection runs for, but there's a few times that they got them one-on-one and they actually kept them out, which was, shows there is a level there. Look, they aren't Van Dijk, they aren't Gomez. We all know that. But I think as a Liverpool fan, you had to have accepted that a long time ago, that we had to adapt how we played. And I think that's partly what's hurting the attack is we're probably playing 10 yards deeper than I would like Liverpool to play. But, we tried to play in high line. It was a bit suicidal.
I think Llorente has been great. Statistically, Cooper's actually one of our is the best centre-back for us this season. So I think based on that, you're happy to have Llorente. I know Cooper, maybe watching him, you might not rate him, but I massively rate him. So I'm going to shoehorn both lead centre-backs in, Chris. All right? Is that all right? Okay. You're going to give me that?
It's your show, innit? I can't really say no, can I?
I'm getting him in. Left back.
Surely that's Robertson.
Yeah. I'm happy to give you that.
I mean, your left back's a winger, basically, isn't he?
Yeah.
He used to be a winger. In fact, he used to be a number 10 for you.
Yeah. Gianni Alioski's played everywhere. Sometimes Stuart Dallas will go in there, but I think Stuart Dallas now has made himself more of a midfielder, scoring them. I think he's got 8 now this season. So, yeah, I think, look, Robertson's fantastic.
Same as Manny.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying. That's the level Dallas has got himself to. So, yeah, but left back, happy to give you, mate, Robertson. So,
yeah, probably up to Christmas, he was probably our player of the season.
Yeah,
he's probably by his levels, he's probably dropped a bit. But I think that's because the lad we bought for cover at left back, Simicas, he's always injured or has got COVID or broke a toenail. It's just.
I think from your back line, he's probably been your most consistent and best player, Annie, this season due to all the issues that you've had.
Yeah. I think being as captain of Scotland, I think he's tried to take on that leadership role a bit more, which is good.
Good. Right, we've got 2 DMs. I think I'm going to go Calvin. Of course, I'm going to go Calvin. I'm assuming you might have got him in on yours already that you pre-put together. Who's partnering him?
I that, but it has to be Fabinho.
Yeah.
Since he's moved back to that role, he's brilliant. As much as I love Henderson, and he's brilliant. The other thing with Henderson is he's missed quite a lot of football this year. In fact, to be fair, that's another reason why we are where we are, because he's missed so much football, or we've had to play him at centre-back.
Yeah.
Which has took away his best assets. So that's the reason I'm not putting Henderson in, because he's currently injured. Yeah. He's touch and go. I mean, he could be back at the end of April, hopefully. So we get for at least 4 or 5 games, which, if you're an England fan, you should be wanting Henderson in your midfield as one of your 2.
Yeah.
I think then it's a debate then between Phillips and Rice to partner. I think either one would work quite well. But Fabinho, for me, he was probably Liverpool's best centre-back and he's Liverpool's best DM. He's that good.
He's exceptional, isn't he? And I think him and Calvin as a 2 would take some beating, to be fair.
I think so. There's a lot of tenacity in there. And to be fair to both of them, they're both very clever passers. They're not crabs. They don't go sideways all the time. It is, we've missed the Firmino. He's very good with his little chip from the middle just to the centre forward. We've missed that, because you can't do that from centre back.
No, of course. Let's move it on to the wingers. Of course, I'm gonna get Rafinha in there. I have to. I think.
Well, he's practically Liverpool next year anyway, so all right.
So you're happy to put him in, yeah? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I just wanted to get that line in just to wind you up. No, he is good. Like he's one of those players that he makes you get off your seat to watch. Yeah, I like him. So and obviously there are the links of Liverpool being linked to him, but you look at it thinking, but that is the sort of player Liverpool would go for. Yeah, he looks like Marnie did at Southampton. You go in. When they have the proper breakthrough season, you go, oh yeah, there's something there. But he's still only 24, is he?
He's quite young. Tell you, mate, off the top of my head. Yeah, I think he's still young though.
He's still young, so there's plenty of room to grow there. But yeah. I mean, the rumor is that he's touch and go for Monday, which I'm ecstatic about.
This is true, yeah. Because Fernandinho absolutely wiped him out when he was going to be through on goal. So.
Oh, thank God for that. He's just a nightmare. He's one of those players, it's a bit like Grealish. When I found out, you don't want to wish it on him when said Grealish is injured for Villa. Most Liverpool fans were like, oh, thank God for that. Because he's another one you just go, oh no, don't want that.
Yeah. So he's going on the right-hand side. Are we saying who's on the left?
Well, I thought I was going to put him on the left and put Salah on the right.
Either or. They can switch, can't they?
Yeah. Salah on the right, he's Premier League top goal scorer. He's the one season wonder that is consistently getting 20 plus goals every year. I think his worst season is 25.
I think even in that first game as well, he just when you beat us 4-3, he got a hat trick that game. I think in Salah, and he's just brilliant, and he's a fantastic footballer.
He's the best I've seen for an instinctive finisher. Like his first goal against you guys. He just bounced and he cracked it first time. No time to think. The criticism you would say of Salah is sometimes when he's got time to think, he overthinks it, which is probably what he did against Madrid. He overthought it a little bit. But look, you look at how Liverpool's season's been. If he took Salah out of us for 2 or 3 months, Christ knows where we'd be, because everyone fears him. And this is why I like the fan banter about him, or the uproar about him, going, it's because he's good. You don't make such a fuss about a player if he's crap.
No.
The disrespect he gets sometimes for what he can't do or he doesn't do this is ridiculous. He walks into any team.
Yeah, 100%. And like you say, the season that you've had and he's still up there in the goal scoring charts tells you all you need to know, really. Who's going in the number 10 then? Who's your pick?
Jota.
Yeah, that's a great shot. I mean, I don't have anyone to compete with you, brother, when you talk about Jota or anyone in the Leeds United side.
Yeah, he's been our best side. He's been a ridiculous sign. I think he's on something like 12 goals and he missed 3 months. Again, he's another one. He's so direct. He's different to the other 3. He's very direct. He's probably more direct than Salah. And he's not afraid to shot. And for such a small player, he's great in the air.
Yeah.
He's first signing I've seen where it's now not a question of well, he'll get a rotation. It feels now the question is, it's Jota, Salah, and one of the other two.
Yeah,
that's the which a year ago you wouldn't be having this debate about does Mane start.
I think
now
as well, Chris.
Now it's a question.
As a Leeds fan, I'm more concerned on Monday about Jota than I am of anyone else, and then Salah would come second to that. Just from my own personal view, it might not be the same for other Leeds fans, but it is something I think. Oh, Jota, wow, yeah, he's an absolute baller. So he's got to go in there.
Yeah, and then for your number 9, let's go for Firmino, shall we?
It's got to be Paddy B, hasn't it?
No, look, I can't. Look, we've talked about. I've not been a massive Bamford fan, probably because of how I've seen him play for Chelsea, for Palace, for Middlesbrough. I just thought, I was wondering, was he a bit like a Dwight Gale, as in like he's probably too good for the Championship, but he doesn't quite convert it in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But look, yes, he misses a lot of chances, but what was he, 3rd highest English goal scorer?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
there's only Kane's ahead of him, Calvert-Lewin, and then I think it's either him or Ings. Or maybe
he's ahead of Ings. I think he's ahead of Ings this season, mate. The fact that he's in that bracket, like you've got Salah, you've got Kane, you've got Calvert-Lewin, you've then got Bamford in that mix. It's absolutely insane. And just for his goals alone this season for Leeds United, he has to go in there for me. I think I've had him in every single one so far. We've had Fulham, we've had City. We got him in because City really don't have a number 9. But yeah, I think he has to go in there as well. So we'll put together that team, Chris, and we'll take a look.
Cool. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be getting stick for that.
I'll just put together the team now, mate. Just one sec.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll just. Right, so we get him in there. We've got Trent. Tottenham have just equalised. It's 2-2 now.
Oh, is it 2-2?
Yeah, Everton were 2-1 up, and then. We said Salah. We want Rafinha. And then up top, Bamford. Right.
Bear with 2 secs.
Why won't that go off? Oh no, why won't that go off? Sorry, Chris, I'm here as quick as I can, mate.
Don't worry, mate, don't worry. Paul's just telling me his phone's knackered, so that's why he's not answered to me messages.
Who's on tonight? Is it just me, you, and the guy called Conan, did you say?
Me, you, Conan, and Paul Nolan.
Who's Paul?
Paul, he's Scout lad. He does stuff with Trippers. He's really into his. He's a music producer, I think, or he's involved.
I know
with,
he is. Yeah.
I
do know who he is. Sorry.
So
yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's just lately he's been a bit more free. So and Avi's away this week.
Right, okay.
Because normally it's always me and Avi.
Yeah.
But this is the 1 week Avi's not available, so I messaged Paul just to say, do you want to come on? Because I did a show with him. I've done a couple of shows with him. He's always good value.
Yeah.
Yeah. Conan's got the biggest heel turn ever going.
Who's that? Who's he then?
Conan, he's a Villa fan.
Right, okay.
If you ever play Villa next year, he'd be good for content, to be honest.
Oh, is he good? So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's funny, like, and we did one. We said, name your favorite random game. Can't be a cup final. So he said, "What's yours, Conan?" And he goes, "It's Villa 2, Liverpool 1 from the FA Cup semi-final when Tim Sherwood was manager." And the chat went mad. I just stood smirking and I went, "That is a," and I was going, "Can he get away with that?" I said, "That's brilliant. That's a heel turn and a half. That's how to play your audience." And he went, "But it's great with Tim Sherwood. He's crap. We won." I was like, "Fair play to it. It was funny." But he's great. I've listened to some of his Villa podcasts. The good. Like, he has some interesting content. I can't remember the other lad who's on it, but he's all right. I think nice Irish fella. So
I'll check. Right, I've nearly done this now, so let me just.
It's all right. I've no doubt I'll be getting stick for no Henderson. I'm sure that's coming my way.
Oh no, but this season you can't really. I
think actually because he's been missing is why we're doing so bad.
Yeah. There we go. Right, okay. I'm going to just quickly upload it on here, and then I'll flash it up, and we'll just have a little quick chinwag about it, mate, okay?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right then, Chris, I've put together that fantastic team. Might take some beating, but let's have a look at it then. So here's your completed side, mate. What are you saying? It's a decent looking side.
Apart from the centre backs, it looks all right, yeah.
They do stick out like a sore thumb, but I think, look, as a Leeds fan, I have to get them in there ahead of the Liverpool centre backs this season. But great going forward, right?
It is. I mean, Phillips and Fabinho does give you that balance. I know I'll get pelted for no Henderson, but I actually think him being missing a lot this year is probably the reason why we're struggling. So that probably echoes how much we need him. From an England fan, you probably need, if you care about England, you probably need him as well. But attacking wise, there's a lot of interplay in there as well. Yeah, Bamford's your focal point. Then you've got Rafinha, Jota, and Salah, who could all interlink and all play all three positions. And they got two flying fullbacks to keep you busy.
That's what I'm saying. It's an exceptional side. It'd definitely be finishing top four with a shout of the cups, I reckon.
What could go wrong? Every game might be 4-3, but
Yeah, exactly, mate. But no, that's a great team. Chris, thank you so much for coming on and agreeing to put together that team for you. I know you're still annoyed that I got them two centre backs in, but it's all good.
I'll get my own back when you're on my show, mate. Don't you worry.
Yeah. No doubt. But thank you, as always, for watching the Just Joe Football Show. Let me know your 1 to 11s between Leeds and Liverpool in the chat. And of course, you always hammer me for getting Leeds players in, or you can hammer Chris for not getting Henderson. It is what it is. It's all fun. Thank you, as always, for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.